What's up, dudes? I'm the Dominicator, also known as Master Dominic, and in this video I'm going to hypnotize you and spellbound you. So as in all of my videos, then you'll be commanded to leave a comment at the end while hypnotized, so go ahead and log into an account that you can use for that. Mute any distractions and continue when you're ready to get hypnotized. Alright, dudes, so to begin, just look at the spiral in front of you, and as you look at that spiral, just listen to the sound of my voice. And as you listen to the sound of my voice, the more that you do, the more that you'll notice that it relaxes you. It has such a wonderful, nice, warm, masculine, dominant tone and texture about it that just trickles down and drips down right on top of the surface of your mind, and it just relaxes you. It just has such a wonderful and relaxing and alleviating and a dreamlike and a sleep-like quality and feeling about it that it just relaxes the muscles and muscle fibers in your body, and it just causes all of the stresses and tensions and cares and worries inside of your mind just to flood right out of you. And it just feels so good. Something about that wonderful warm and masculine dominant tone and texture of my voice that just feels so good to listen to. And the more that you do, the better and better that you feel. And it just feels so great just to take in and even just to receive the suggestions that I give you. But it feels even better whenever you follow them. This is the more and more that you follow them, the more that you just sink down and float down and drop down into an even more relaxed and even more passive state. That state just feels so good to fall down into and to drop down into and just to sink down into. And the more and more that you do, the more it just feels like you're sinking down into that wonderful, warm and silky and smooth fluid, just like a hot tub, a jacuzzi, a wonderful, warm tone. And that is just made from the sound of my voice. How good that it feels just to relax into it. And as you take in a nice and even and deep breath in, you just feel all the stresses, all the intentions inside of the little small muscle fibers in your body and your shoulders and your neck and your chest. And as you breathe out, it just feels like you're breathing out those stresses, those tensions right into the air around you. And all the tension in your body, it just begins to dissolve into that wonderful warm fluid all around you, all around your body. It just wraps and circulates around you and around your mind as well. Something about that awesome, wonderful, warm, masculine, dominant tone and texture that just begins to squeeze out your thoughts. There's something that just begins to squeeze out your thoughts. And yet that just feels so good, just to submit even more to that warm and masculine dominance. The more that you do, the better and better that you feel, and the more that it just makes you want to, it just makes you need to go down, to drop down, to sink down, just to snap down into an even more relaxed state of mind, an even more passive state of mind. Well, that would just feel so good. And whenever very soon I'm gonna click my fingers together and I'm gonna say the word sleep, and when I do, then you'll just go down and drop down, just click down, just snap down into that even more relaxed state. You'll just feel the wonderful weight from all above you. It'll just come crashing down right on top of your eyelids, right on top of your mind, just taking it down all at once in a moment and in a snap. With that snap of my fingers, you'll just go down, drop down, sink down, just snap down into that even more relaxed and even more passive state as the eyes just shut down all by themselves, as the mind just shuts down all by itself. It will just feel so good and so much better just to relax, just to fall down into that sleep. That and what awaits you on the other end of it, that will just feel so good and so much better than anything else at all. That will just feel so good and so much better than anything else at all. That you just feel a pull, a draw, a compulsion, a kind of magnetism that just calls you down into it at that moment. The wonderful feeling of weight just crashing down on top of your eyelids, the wonderful weight just crashing down on top of your mind, just taking you and dropping you all the way down and even further down into an even more dreamlike, even more sleep-like state. Now just sleep. as you drift, as you drop even further down and even faster down into an even more wonderful, even more mind-melted state. It just feels like all the stresses, all the tensions in your mind, they're just melting inside of you. They're just oozing right out of you. And it feels so wonderful. It feels so good. It feels like you're just taking a nice, prolonged nap. You don't have to, you don't want to, and you don't even need to think about anything at all. All that you have to do is just to follow the sound of my voice and the suggestions that I give you, as each and every single solitary muscle and muscle fiber in your body just relaxes even more. As each and every single solitary worry that you have in your mind, it just dissolves into the air around you. Well, that just feels so good. And not only that, but the wonderful warmth, that masculine, that dominant tone. Something that just feels so good about just dropping down, just falling down, and even just submitting to that wonderful warm dominance that just gives you a sense and feeling of comfort. It just gives you such a wonderful feeling of comfort. It's just like a blanket that wraps around you, around the surface of your skin, a nice, wonderful, tingling, crackling, electric feeling from each and every single solitary word. It just seems to tickle the very surface of your skin. It just seems to tickle the edges of your mind. There's something about that just feels so good. Such a wonderful, warm, and masculine, dominant, alpha male authority figure. A coach, a mentor, a master. A wonderful coach, a mentor, a master for you to just follow and to obey. Well, that's a thought that just feels so good, nice, and a wonderful, happy, and almost gleeful feeling. That invokes a wonderful feeling of just following and obeying such a wonderful one, the masculine, dominant, alpha male authority figure. That is your master. That just feels so good, and that's exactly what it feels like to have a master to follow and to obey. And that's exactly what it feels like, just to drop down under that wonderful, warm dominance. Well, something just so great about that. So wonderful, so nice, so tickling, so tingling, and so good about the very sound of my voice. It has such a wonderful and a silky and a smooth texture and tone about it. You can just feel the electric, crackling feeling inside of your mind. A wonderful tickling and tingling feeling in you. It just feels like a very soft brushing motion against the surface of your skin and even your mind. There's something that just works out. It just seems to shake out, just to vibrate out all of the tension in your body, all of the tensions in your mind. It just makes you so wonderfully relaxed and just so malleable. And it just makes you want to just fall and to sink and to drop even more under that wonderful warm heaviness, that weight of the sound of my voice. Such a wonderful, nice, silky and smooth and a feathery texture about it. A wonderful and a warm and a charismatic, compelling and a magnetic presence. An awesome and powerful and masculine, dominant male. There's something about this that it just all combines together to just make me the absolute best hypnotist ever. Well, you just feel such a wonderfully warm feeling, a wonderful and magnetic feeling right now. It just feels so good just to fall and to float, to drift and to drop under the dominance of the best hypnotist ever. And as that thought, it just sinks into your mind. It just falls and floats and drills and drops into even more. That you are, and just spellbound and enchanted by just the best hypnotist ever in the entire world. That is a thought, that's a belief, that's a feeling that it just sinks and settles down into you even more. Becomes even more a part of you, and it just feels so good, so nice, so wonderfully mind-meltingly pleasant. as it just becomes the complete and total and absolute truth. Well, there's no doubt in your mind about it. And the more and more of that you just fall and float and just drip and drop even more into that wonderful, wonderful feeling of that embrace of a blanket around you and around your mind. The more that you just melt, you just feel like you're melting. All of your stresses and tensions are just melting and just oozing right out of you. And it's such a powerful impact and a powerful feeling, a wonderful and a powerful feeling of an enchantment that just seems to coil and to wrap around your mind even more. It just makes each and every single word that I say in each and every single other context just so much more influential and so much more powerful. You just feel a wonderful and awesome, a radiant power and a kind of glow. And that just seems to radiate around my each and every single solitary word. And it just gives a new kind of life to each and every single solitary file, each and every recording that I have, each and every single solitary thing I say even. And it just feels so good just to bask in the wonderful glow of such an awesome and powerful dominant male hypnotist. Well, that just feels so good, so nice and so wonderful, and just makes you want to continue falling, continue dropping, and just to continue submitting to that wonderful sound, that wonderful masculine dominance. And the more that you do, the better and better that you feel. The more that you just do everything that you're supposed to do, everything that your master commands you to do, and the less that you do things that you're not supposed to do. And that's a nice and that's a wonderful feeling to have. That's such a good, a nice and a wonderful feeling to have such a powerful and dominant master who can just keep you nice and right and accountable. And that just feels so great. That just feels so great. But even right now, all you have to do is just to continue to float, to fall, to drift, to drop, and to enter even more of an even more dream-like state. And everything all just feels so much more like a dream as you just soak in, as you just bask in each and every single sound, each and every single word, each and every single letter, each and every single little phoneme, each and every single solitary little click and blip. It all just feels so wonderful. It all just feels so good. And the pressure of it all, it just pushes on all sides of your mind, just taking you down and just dropping you down even more and even further down and even faster down. And you just feel such an awesome feeling, such an awesome and wonderful, happy, nice, and a satisfied, a giddy, and a purposeful feeling. Just having been so completely and totally just enchanted, just spellbound, just dominated by your master. There's something that, in a little while, when I count you back home, it's just going to compel you, to draw you, to pull you, to just kind of possess you, to leave a comment for me. There'll be nothing else in the world that you want to do. And then leave a comment for me. It's a comment that says, Master Dominic is the best hypnotist ever. And by the time that you leave that comment, it'll be the complete and total and absolute truth, and it'll just crash and just course all throughout your mind. And it will just feel so good, and to get hypnotized by the best hypnotist ever. That will just feel so good, and not only that, but to acknowledge me as your master. That just gives you such a wonderful and nice, happy, dripping, dropping, just melting feeling, and a wonderful, awesome feeling of pleasure just oozing right out of your mind. It just feels so good, just to leave that comment that says, Master Dominic is the best hypnotist ever. And now that I'm going to count you up from 1 to 5 real quickly, and as I do, you'll feel a nice floating, lifting, rising, light feeling that just takes you back up. Well, now then, beginning just with a 1, as you feel the beginnings of that feeling. 2, coming up even more. 3, already halfway there, and just feeling so great. 4, almost all the way back up. And 5, eyes open and awake, my dudes. Alright, check out Dominicator.com to schedule a session with me to get hypnotized and to check out my digital downloads as well. Check you later, dudes.